All right. Awesome interview with Stein and Nolan.
It was
Awesome to get
good.
their thoughts. Awesome to get their perspective.
Nolan's a goofball. He really
He
is.
is. I mean, like, it's just such a weird combo. Like, you got Nolan, who's just the weird super fan, and Stein, who just knows what he's talking about.
Facts. Yep. I couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah. So let's move into the playoff picture. It's been fully set. We're not going to talk about the entire NFL slate. We're just going to talk about the teams that made the playoffs, kind of the teams that got knocked out, just the games that mattered this week.
Yep.
So Titans. So let's start with the AFC. Titans lock up the 1 seed, right? Close win over the Texans, 28-25. Texans tried to make a little push there at the end.
Yeah.
I never had a doubt.
That's a divisional game, right?
It is. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
AFC South.
Yeah.
So yeah, Titans are locked in at 1. Awesome for the Titans.
Did not see that coming.
Chiefs fall to the 2 after they lost last week to the Bengals. Yeah, the Bengals. But they get a solid win over the Broncos. As solid as a win over the Broncos can be.
Chiefs are still the Chiefs, man.
They are. Agreed.
They might as well be the 1 seed, to be honest.
Derrick Henry coming back. Don't agree with you.
Okay.
Buffalo Bills lock in the division last week. Take the 3 seed this week with a win over the Jets. Bengals are in the 4. Lost to the Browns. No Burrow, no Mixon. Jamar played like the first quarter.
Yeah. Who cares?
Who cares? Raiders, we just talked about them. The Pats lost to Miami. Just a weird spot heading into the playoffs because they actually did play. Like they played that game.
Oh yeah, for better
and they
seating.
got beat.
Oh yeah.
It's a weird situation for the Pats. It's like they're like if their defense comes out, they're gross.
Yeah.
If their offense plays mediocre, they're gross. But if they don't do both of those things, they're a first round exit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll talk about it next episode. But
yeah, next episode we got the playoff picture coming up.
I like where the Pats are at. I like where the Pats are at.
Steelers talked about them.
Yeah.
They head to Kansas City. Big moment of silence real quick for the Colts and the Wentz era. He sucks in big moments.
He's really bad.
Really bad. $30 million, by the way.
I would not want him on my football team.
Second best running back in the league.
Yep.
Great defense.
Yep.
Can't get the job done because your quarterback sucks.
Yes.
A moment of silence for the Chargers.
Jags.
Yeah, they lost to the Jags. I mean, come on, dude.
Figure it.
They have not won. They have not won in Jacksonville since 2014.
That is crazy.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 26 straight years they've lost to Jacksonville in Jacksonville. You just can't split with Jacksonville 6 straight years.
Dude. And they've been bad. Well, they went to the AFC Championship year like 2015, 2016.
Yeah.
Something like that. But other than that, Jags have been really bad.
Yeah. Let's also extend this moment of silence to the Chargers.
Yes.
So here's what happened. I don't know if you saw this TikTok, but I did, and it makes total sense. And it sucks for the Chargers because it was like you had to call a timeout, but it screwed you so hard.
Mm-hmm. I didn't see it.
So Hunter Renfro's on the left side of the line.
Yeah.
Right? Lined up in the slot. A linebacker or a safety comes down to cover him. Renfro comes across, gets about to the tight end over here, stops, goes back.
Yeah.
The linebacker or safety who's covering him drifts and then just keeps drifting. So turns around and doesn't see Hunter Renfro standing in the slot over here anymore. He's back over there.
That's
and
he
looks around like, who's going to cover him? Somebody cover him. And he turns to the sideline and like throws his hands up. They call the timeout because they're out of position.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody's 100% sure that the Raiders are going to run it out. It definitely looked like it. It definitely looked like they were just going to run it out, let the game end, call it a day.
Mm-hmm.
But with like, you just opened them up an opportunity to be like, you know what? For Derek Carr to look at Hunter Renfro and go, and then snap it and win. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like you have to call that timeout. But by calling timeout, the Raiders were like, oh, Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Jacobs is going to get these 5 yards real quick. Then we're going to win. So
If the-
have a good night.
Yeah, if the Chargers were in the playoffs, I actually probably would have had them as my
I would
dark
have had them
horse
definitely at least winning their first game.
because they would have played the Chiefs.
No.
No, they would play the Bills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would play the Bills.
Yeah.
Because the Pats would have moved back up to the 5. And then it would have been Raiders, Chargers. And I think the Chargers won the first matchup against the Raiders. So the Chargers would have been the first, would have been the 6.
Yeah, I would.
Moving on to the NFC.
Have them going.
Yeah. And now we get Big Ben instead of Justin Herbert, which is everybody's complaint. So the NFC, Packers are the 1.
Yeah.
Go ahead and enjoy your moment. Have your moment.
So they started Rodgers. I knew exactly I called it before the game. He's going to go in, throw 2 touchdowns, and come to the bench just to pad his stats, solidify his MVP. But dude, it was a good game. And what's his face? That quarterback. What's that dude's name? Green Bay quarterback. Forgot his name already.
Bum.
Yeah. No.
No. Jordan Love. Sorry, Jordan Love. Same. I get him confused.
Yes. Jordan Love. I keep thinking Matt Flynn from back in the day when he was the Green Bay backup. Anyway,
it's not Ben Kirk.
Jordan Love is bad, and I think he threw 2 picks, and we got a good win. We got a really good win. We did 2 Philly specials, and they were both for touchdowns.
That's sick.
It was sweet. It was like more complex than a Philly special too. It was like, I think 4 or 5 different people touched the football in one play. It was pretty sick. But yeah, but the Jags also won, so we didn't move anywhere in the draft order. So good win.
That's good.
Fun game.
Well, you guys weren't going to move anyway, right? Like you won, so you weren't moving.
Us?
The Texans.
Yeah.
They couldn't jump you because they already had 4 wins.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, weren't going anyway.
So the one thing I wanted to say is, 1, how excited are we for Aaron Rodgers to get the hell out of Green Bay?
Oh my
Stop
God.
terrorizing us. It's our division. It's our division.
To the AFC. Get them out of here.
It's our division. The Vikings are on thin ice. The Vikings are like about to start this 5-year rebuild that's just going to crumble their whole team. I love every second of it.
Love it.
The Bears are about to get a new head coach with a second-year Justin Fields, which could be electric.
And then
it tastes weird coming out of my mouth, but I like the Lions.
Yes.
I like them. I don't like Jared Goff, but I love the team, man. I love it.
Goff
Swift, Jamal, great running back room.
Yeah.
Ahmad St. Brown, Quintez Cephas coming back. Reynolds is great. Get another receiver in the draft. Get an O-lineman in the draft. There's potential for MCDC down there.
Oh, big time.
And we're about to run this division.
Dude.
It's gonna be us.
I can't believe it's my time. I have been at the bottom of the division my whole life. We're
gonna be the Rams and Cardinals next year. Or 2 years from now. 2 years from now.
Here's
the Rams
the
and Cardinals. We're both gonna be elite, and we're both gonna be like right there at the 1 and 2 of the division. Whoever takes it's gonna be like a 3 seed. The other team's gonna be a 5 seed.
I still think the Packers can be good.
I think Jordan Love sucks.
I think he sucks too.
I think their defense is shaky, which I have down as a reason. I don't know if they do well. Maybe they get to the Super Bowl this year because Rodgers just like that. But like I said, lost to the Lions, feels good for the Lions fans, but doesn't matter. And it's like the defense is still shaky.
It is. No, it is. But you still got
the defensive starters didn't come out till like the 4th quarter. The defense first team for the Packers stayed in there pretty long.
They did.
You guys still put up 37.
We did. It was a good game, but I think the Packers can still be good without Rodgers.
I agree.
But
it scares me. I don't think they'll be good for we'll get at least like 3 years of freedom.
13-4? No.
I think Matt LaFleur gets fired inside 3 years if Rodgers leaves.
I could see it.
Because I think the team crumbles just a little bit, just enough. Because I think Devontae follows him.
Let's hope.
After his contract's up.
Jeez, let's hope. I heard he's
Bucks.
going to get tagged. Devontae Adams is
Oh,
going to get franchise tagged.
oh,
Yeah.
easiest way to make a player hold out.
Yeah.
Let his quarterback walk and then franchise tag him. You want to see what a Devontae Adams off year looks like? I feel bad for anybody who drafts him in fantasy next year.
Oh, it won't be me.
No, I'm staying far away from him because I know he's going to hold out.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't need to prove anything. He doesn't need to go out there and have a stellar season for another team to pick him up next year after he holds out.
Dude, he deserves all the money.
Yeah, all the money in the world. Like, this is not a Le'Veon Bell or AB situation.
No, this is not much different.
The Bucks, solid win over Carolina, secure the 2 seed with a Rams loss. Cowboys, I said great win over Philly. No Jalen Hurts. So it's like, in terms of them giving up 26 points, it's like, but they scored 51.
They did.
Like, that offense is firing on all cylinders.
Dak is elite.
Dak is elite. Tony Pollard's a better running back than Zeke. What?
I am not disagreeing with you by any means. I think he is, just based on how many times I've seen both of them run. I think Pollard runs with more.
More authority.
More authority. That's the word. Yep. 1,000%.
Rams, tough divisional loss to San Fran. Gives San Fran a ton of momentum, which I'm going to mention in a second. But they drop all the way to the 4 seed from the 2. I mean, it's just a close divisional game. It's tough. The worst part about it is you got to turn around and play another divisional game against the Cardinals. Speaking of the Cardinals, in the 5 seed, a tough loss to Seattle. They just those last like 5 games, man, they've looked rough down the stretch. They had a really good game against Dallas, but just really rough down the stretch. Couldn't clinch their playoff spot earlier on. If they had just won 1 or 2 more games, they're staring the 4 seed in the eyes instead of the 5. They're staring home field advantage week 1. It's tough.
But then again, Seattle with a healthy Russell Wilson is still dangerous, no matter how bad that team is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because ever since he came back, I think they've won.
They've been competitive in every single game too.
Yeah.
Since he's been back. So, I mean, tough. It's tough loss.
It's tough.
It's weird. I mean, they locked in the 5 a while ago, so that game at the same time didn't matter.
Facts.
49ers, like I said, great win over the Rams. Just a good, huge divisional win, great amount of momentum. They got a dangerous Cowboys team ahead, for sure. Really tough first game of the playoffs.
That is the most exciting game, I think.
Yeah, I think it is. Oh man, the 3 and the 6 and the 4 and the 5 are going to be great games. Speaking of the 7 and 2, though, the Eagles. I just wrote yikes. Good luck with the Bucks. They didn't have Hurts, so it's like you can't really judge them too much. Like they scored 26 points with Minshew Mania back there, and there were a lot of plays where Hurts is probably scoring touchdowns.
Or just extending drives.
I just felt like it shouldn't have been as bad as it was, even with Minshew. But to be fair, the Dallas Cowboys are really playing really good football, and the Bucks, man, there's a game plan to shut them out. There's a game plan to shut them down for a game. There's no AB, no Fournette. Is Fournette back? No, Fournette isn't back till week 2 of the playoffs. Or no, he's done.
He's done.
Is he done?
I think he's done. I think it's Ronald Jones is the one that might come back.
I thought Fournette went on the IR, not kick the boat.
I thought he tore his ACL, dude. No?
I don't know. No, that was Godwin tore his ACL.
Godwin. Okay.
So Mike Evans is back. No AB. Gronk is an animal. So like they have weapons, but they're missing weapons. Fournette returns to practice.
Yeah, you're right.
So yeah, they have Fournette back. Never mind. Philly doesn't have a chance.
Nope.
Okay.
I don't think they ever did.
No, not really.
Brady. It's just not gonna happen.
Yeah. Hopefully I would love to see the Eagles like score the first touchdown though.
Yeah.
Just get up 7-0, and then Brady put his head down and it just 55-7.
If I were Sirianni, I'd be, on the phone with Sean Payton being like, dude, how do I beat this guy?
What'd you do? Sean Payton's going to tell him, I don't know. We have one game plan for the regular season, and then he shits on that game plan in the playoffs. We're 4-0 against him. in the regular season. We are 0-1 with an abysmal loss in the playoffs. Yeah. So playoff picture set though.
It is. It's gonna be very fun. Exciting.
Yeah.